everyone, my name is Kai, and today we are going to be playing in the CBO Daylong. This is a daily tournament for collegiate students, so if you are a collegiate bridge player and you want to play more bridge, 20 more boards of bridge per day exactly, please go down in the description and there's a link there, just fill in your information, and voila, within 24 hours you will be on that list and 20 more boards of bridge a day. So yeah. Today we are playing in an 8-board IMP Daylong, so hopefully we're going to do well. So as a disclaimer, this video is a little bit different. The audio on the initial video that I recorded, it did not go through. So it would have been just me talking blankly and playing bridge. You wouldn't hear anything coming out of my mouth, so the audio was dead. After I went in and did a voiceover for a retrospective perspective on everything. So that's why the lips are not synced and I'm talking often in the past tense. I hope you all enjoy. Let's get straight into the CBO Daylong. We have board number 1 first, and the problem with this board is they opened one NoTrump and I have a one NoTrump opener myself. The first thing I'm thinking about is that they opened one NoTrump and I have all of these great cards over them. So I can kind of count potentialities for 6 tricks almost guaranteed here on this auction. West and my partner combined probably have about 6 or 7 high card points together. So it probably is quite likely that we can be able to set this contract as long as partner has something that and West has a little bit less. So double seemed to be the best option for us. So we did the penalty double. And then things got a little bit interesting. We were hoping that partner didn't have a diamond suit. They wouldn't run to diamonds if they needed to. But they did. They did. And then, well, at this point, we just have to pass. We can't do anything about it. But then West came in with 2 hearts and then North bid 2 spades, which is just super odd. Like, why is North... I mean, I understand North offering us 2 places to play, but if they forced us to 3 diamonds when we would have preferred 3 diamonds, it's a very odd bid. And West coming in with 2 hearts is also quite odd. I mean, they're only showing 4 hearts, and you know you could be getting partner into worse territory. I mean, it's not like you're saving partner, and you know we could be in a horrible spot by being in 2 diamonds. So very interesting. We get the King of Diamonds lead. We almost have a pretty clear count on the hand, as we know West has 4 hearts and East has 2 hearts. And from that, we can guarantee that East has 3 or more cards in every suit. So we decide to cash a heart, and we're going to just continue this cross-ref that we were doing. And then at least at some point, West is going to run out of diamonds because East has to have at least 3 or 4, and things could get a little bit messy here if West starts over roughing us. But in the end, we decided that it's quite odd that East had played a low diamond instead of continuing with their diamond honor. So we decided to play low, expecting West to have a diamond honor, and it worked here. It worked very, very well. So at this point, we know that West's high card points are pretty much all gone at this point. So because they probably have the Jack of Hearts, and they showed up with the Ace of Diamonds. So that's a total of 6 when they can only have so many. We just try to continue this cross-ref, and the question becomes, is it possible for West to have the Ace of Spades? No. Is it possible for West to have the Queen of Spades? Definitely possible, but it doesn't really cost, because if they have the Queen of Spades, they can set up our Jack and 10 can get set up. So I guess the question itself wasn't a big deal. We're always going to get another heart and another spade in this scenario. So, yeah. In the end, we made our contract, and we were very, very happy about that. Positive scores in IMP games are very important. So, on to the next board, where we have this gorgeous hand where we have probably about only 5 losers. I mean, the club suit probably sets up a bunch. and you've got this heart suit as well. What we did is we started out with a double, intending to do a power double situation. The opponents keep bidding, but my hand is just so powerful. I can't let this go. If partner bids hearts or clubs, I'm happy. Partner bids 3 hearts, and then I go crazy. I bid 4 hearts in the situation because if partner has any heart honor, we are very, very, very happy, and we've got this potentially running club suit. The only problem that we could have is we get tapped in our hand and we're not able to run our clubs. But as soon as the 4 hearts bid comes down and the dummy lies down, it's immediately a great situation for us, as we just have a diamond and 2 spades to lose. Trump get drawn, and as long as there isn't a club ruff, we are so happy. It's just going to be making 4 hearts. So my evaluation of the hand really, really worked in this situation because we just had so much. We had so much power. So yeah, and as long as the clubs didn't break poorly, we were good. So very, very happy with this result. And quickly on to the next board we went. And with this board, we start off with 1 no trump as we have 16 high card points. And then partner transfers us to spades, and we get sat there, which is fine. Queen of diamonds led. The question here, we have a total of a heart loser, a club loser, a diamond loser, and a spade loser. The only one that we probably can throw away is the club loser, so we're trying to find ways to do so. And we can either do something with hearts to potentially throw away the club loser, or we could just take the club finesse. So we'll see if we get any context later on, but initially we start off with going and winning that ace of diamonds, and we decide to work on hearts a little bit. West's 10 of hearts comes out, and that's very, very helpful information for us. Splitting their honors, it's very, very likely that West happens to have the jack. And, you know, if West has the jack, or has jack third, then we could potentially do something to throw away the club on the 9 when we rough out the heart suit. When they lead the jack of clubs back, it seems very, very unlikely that the finesse is going to be working, because why are you playing on clubs right now, just giving me this opportunity for a finesse? Playing through my hand, missing the king of clubs is a very immediate and puts me to the stress of it. I initially decide to go with my plan in hearts because it just feels like the club finesse is just not working on the line that's happening right now. So we play the ace of clubs and we start working on hearts. We play the queen of hearts, we play the queen of hearts, and then we play the 6 of hearts. The jack of hearts falls here, so we know our 9 is good. So it's a good card. Now the problem becomes, does the 9 cash? It only cashes if West doesn't play a trump here. They trump with the jack, and then we just kind of have to cover with the queen. I mean, it's a loser on loser play. We're always gonna lose a club and a spade at this point. Here, no matter what, no change. And the club actually turned out to be offside initially, so it didn't exactly cost us at all to play the ace of clubs and go for the hearts. So maybe my plan wasn't the best plan, but it got us to a good spot. On board number 4, the opponents open 1 heart, and I initially think about bidding 1 no trump, a balancing no trump, and that doesn't exactly seem great because we don't have a heart stopper. So instead, I go off the shape and I decide to double, and partner bids 3 clubs, which is very interesting here because, you know, we're trying to look for no trump at this point. You know, if partner has a 5-card club suit with a heart ace, and we've got these 3 spades here, that's just 9 tricks right there. So we were just thinking, okay, 3 no trump's a great option, so how can we probe for 3 no trump? So apparently 3 spades to the robots here was showing spades and a club suit. It's not like we're going to have partner raising our spades and getting us into a wacky contract when they only have like 2 spades or something. So it's either we're going to end up in 3 no trump or we're going to end up in 4 clubs. I bid 3 spades, and a partner doesn't bid 3 no, they bid 4 clubs, and we just pass them there because, well, I mean, we don't have anything else to do. Partner probably doesn't have a control in hearts. That's why they didn't bid 3 no trump. And yeah, that was that. So 4 clubs, and dummy comes down, and partner doesn't have that control in hearts. So, you know, we would, in 5 clubs, we would probably lose 2 hearts off the top, and then we'd lose a diamond later. But things get kind of interesting here. So after we draw trump, we work on spades to try to pitch away our heart losers, and then I notice that on the first spade, East plays the nine of spades. So we're only looking for the jack at this point, so we play two more spades, and then we pitch a heart, and the jack of spades falls. So now we know our eight is good. We can pitch the last heart, and we only lose a diamond, as the diamond is also on side. So things worked out very, very well on this hand. We made six when we should only be making four. So thank you for not leading a heart, opponents. So let's see what happens on the next board. Next board, partner opens one spade, and I do a Jacoby to no trump because I've got 4-card support with a game-forcing hand. Partner shows their diamond shortness, which I mentioned is very, very helpful for us, as that is a suit that we are worried about. And then at this point, I'm like, how do I continue? I think I should continue by showing my ace of clubs, because if partner has slam interest, then partner has slam interest. And if partner doesn't have slam interest, then they don't have slam interest, and we can't really do much about that. You know, we would be asking a lot of partner to go further. So we, in the end, just pass 4 spades, and that is where we end up. And it starts out with the club. I ensure to keep my ace of clubs in the dummy so that I am able to finesse hearts as many times as I need. I have entries to the right hands. I do something similar in spades where I end up in the... I'm ensuring that after I've drawn 3 spades, I end up in the south hand. So at this point, we play the heart, and the heart finesse, it doesn't work. The only chance for an overtrick at this point is if the hearts break and we can pitch a club on a heart if the heart split 3-3. And that, sadly, it was not the case. But in the end, we did make our 4 spades, so no reason to be unhappy on this board. So on to board number 6, we have a total of 17 high card points, which actually in the video I count as 18 initially. So I open one club showing our long suit, and then I reverse in partner bids a heart, and then I reverse into diamonds after deciding that it was more descriptive than 2 no trump was. Partner bids 3 hearts, which is only showing 5 hearts in a game-forcing hand, which is odd. I decide that the only bid that I have is 2 no trump, because if I bid spades or hearts, I'm showing 3 of either. So I'm just going to bid 2 no trump, and then partner bids 3 hearts showing 6, and I don't want to shut them down, but I do have a minimum in the end, so I just decide to bid 4 hearts, and then partner bids key card. I only have 1 key card here, so I just show 1 key card. I knew that partner would probably be unenthused by that as I reversed, and I probably should have more than 1 key card to be reversing, but in the end, I bid 5 diamonds, 1 or 4, and partner just bids 5 hearts, and then when dummy comes down, I'm just confused, because how can you not? You've got 3 key cards, and I've shown a reverse. I have to have a lot of points here. Like, the likelihood that I'm going to be off the ace king of diamonds is so unlikely. So I have no clue why partner didn't bid 6 hearts here, but we're in 5 hearts, and as soon as the spade is led, there's really nothing to this hand. As long as the hearts split okay, we can draw trump, and we can cash a bunch of tricks. The club goes away on the diamond, so there really isn't much to this hand as it is. So in the end, we make 7, the dreaded 5-10, but you know, that's life sometimes, right? So I'm disappointed with partner, but you know, what more can we do at this point? So board number 7. Board number 7, we are the dealer, so we have to make a decision. We open 1 spade and 5 spades, so nothing more to say there. Partner does a competitive raise over their Michael's bid. So we just decide to say in 3 spades, there's nothing more to really go for. The club lead is interesting. Probably a singleton, as West did bid a Michael's, so very, very likely that, you know, they're 5-5, probably 2 spades and 1 club. Of course, they could be 6-5 as well. So when the jack comes out, we're probably pretty certain that East also has the queen here. So we don't want to be playing on clubs, but we're entertaining the chance that we could be end playing them at some point. So we play ace of diamonds, we play low diamond, and then we are going to just draw the trump so that we can work on the club suit, maybe end play East into something. And we are going to take this finesse here because there's nothing else to really do. And when the jack comes out, I'm kind of confused. That kind of looks like a singleton at this point. But we could go for it. I mean, there's nothing else to do but play the ace here. If we tried to go over to the other side and finesse, they would cover the 10 with the king, and then the 9 would be good, so there's nothing more to say there. So at this point, it's working on end playing East into being forced to play a club for us. And the only time where this happens is I'm exiting a spade, and West happens to have, let's say, 6 hearts and 5 diamonds, 1 club, and 1 spade. If that's the case, then East has to have 2 hearts and 3 diamonds have been played. So if I exit them in with the king of spades and then I play another, and then they would be forced to play another club, it's our only shot, and it works. That was the exact distribution that happened, and we got a dreaded 170. But it's not so dreaded because it wasn't a trick that we were supposed to do. If they exited a heart instead of a diamond, at the point where I threw them in with the hearts, then East would have a diamond remaining to play back to partner. So we shouldn't have gotten that over trick, but we did. And now board 8. This board was something, y'all. This board was amazing. I was very, very proud of myself after this board. So let's see what happens. It starts with 1 club past 1 spade. So the opponents probably have some good points, right? So 1 club past 1 spade. And then I have got the 6-card diamond suit headed by the ace king. So I also deduce that West can only have 12 high card points, as I have 12 high card points, and this is a best hand tournament. So that is also some very helpful information. I start with 2 diamonds to show my diamond suit, and I would like a diamond lead if it ever comes to that. And then there's a support double, and then East bids 2 spades. I have nothing more to say. And then partner doubles, which is so odd. I mean, I'm counting them to have 3 spades, because it's very odd for East to bid 2 spades with only 4 still. It just seems very, very odd. I mean, there's definitely this chance that East just has nothing else to bid, but with 4-3-3, they might bid 2 no trump instead. Maybe they just don't have a diamond stopper. So they bid 2 spades and partner doubles, and I have no choice but to pass, because what am I going to do? Bid 3 diamonds? I think we should just trust partner here, because it's very likely that West could have 12 points, East could have 6 points, and North is sitting over there with another 12 count that couldn't bid over 1 club, or an 11 count that couldn't bid over 1 club. So partner's doubling, and we're going to trust partner. We start with the ace of diamonds to see what dummy has. I don't think it really costs here. And then we have to make a decision on what to lead next. And at this point, I'm just thinking, well, we're not going to be cutting off a cross ref, so there's no point in playing spades. But the only thing here is that we can try to cut communication so they can't finesse clubs as many times. That seems like the only thing that can really happen. So in the end, I decide to play a heart. So I exit a heart, they play their winner, and we're cutting communication between them, so between the 2 hands, so that things get difficult. They play a club, and they finesse partner. Clearly, partner has the king. And then something very interesting happens. They play a club to the ace, which is just like, why? I mean, I was playing them for ace doubleton at this point. So things aren't looking very, very good. They exit a diamond, setting up their queen of diamonds. And at first I'm thinking maybe I should play another diamond to get rid of that queen of diamonds. But regardless, partner has spades, and they're not going to be able to draw trump. Maybe that's something I should do if they try to start drawing trump, and then play another diamond to get that ruffed. I don't know. I don't think that's the right call. So I just decide that playing a heart here, continuing that plan of cutting the communication, setting up tricks for us. And then they play another diamond. Partner trumps it so that we are not going to be losing this diamond, and they pitch a loser. And then they throw me in with hearts. And I find it very odd that partner end played me here. Like, they could have taken the queen of hearts here. Because, I mean, if East had the queen of hearts, they clearly would have played it. So partner could have covered here, and they did have the 9, so there was no risk. Um, so they end played me, and I'm like, why did they do this? So the diamond is clearly wrong because they get to pitch. It's a loser on loser play. I'm giving them a roughness left. I don't want to do that. So I'm thinking. So what could partner have at this point? Like, they've only shown up with the king of clubs and the queen of hearts, so they have to have some more points in there for their double. So I'm like, okay, so I got to place partner with probably the king queen of spades at this point. So if they're king queen doubleton at this point, which they definitely could be because East, they already trumped one, and East bid 2 spades over partner support double, normally ensuring that they have support. So I am like, okay, so what's partner's goal here? Oh, we're trying to score the trump honor separately, because if I'm ace doubleton and partner is king queen doubleton, we need to score our ace and one of their honors separately. So the only way we can do that is if I'm able to rough something. And I need to get over to their hand. So playing ace of spades, low spade wouldn't work. It just wouldn't work. And this still works in any line where partner has 4 as well. You know, I score my ace and all of that. And if partner happens to actually have the 9 of spades, things get really, really pretty. So playing a low spade here is actually the right play. Keeping it blocked. And what happens is I just finally deduce that low spade works. Partner wins the 9, which I'm like, whoa, what is this? They have all of these cards? And then when they play the king of clubs, I let them win it. And then they play a heart, and I decide to rough this one. And partner probably still has the king queen of spades, which they do. And at that point, they didn't take any extra tricks after I played that 3 of spades. 2 spades doubled, down 3. Beautiful board, and we wait for the provisional results to come in, and it's about 20, which we are super happy with. I love the 20. We got 9.6 for that last board. Super proud of that. We'll see you when the actual results come out. See ya. All right, everyone. We are back, and the audio is working, so that's nice. So how did we do? We ended up with a 20.46 imps. Beautiful. We love to see it. And we came third. We came third out of 51. This is my best placement since the very first CBO Daylong, where actually I came first place. So, wow. Really, really happy about that. Yeah, it was probably mostly because of that very last board, you know? 2 spades doubled down 3, giving me some pride. I defended that very well. So yeah, let's take a look at who won. We have Jessica Yu in first place with 22.26, and Mishingal won with 20.82, followed by myself with 20.46. So close to second place, but you know, top 3, I'm very, very happy. So congratulations for first, second, and myself for third place. Pat on the back. And yeah, I hope that y'all enjoyed the CBO Daylong, and if you did enjoy it, please like the video, and don't forget to subscribe to the ACBL YouTube channel for more bridge content. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I will see you next week. Bye!